Good evening, everyone, and a Star Saber here once again. I'm going to be going into a fight you've probably dealt with a lot. I've found an interesting counter to it that's a little different than what you're probably used to. You haven't used a lot of these ships in a while. We have Grand Admiral Thrawn's capital ship. Um, it's very good for this fight. It builds a lot of this team, which is very offensively based. In the front, I got Anakin's in it too. He's to counter the other Anakin and to do with his AoE. We have the Imperial TIE fighter, which is there to be as kind of the tank here, a bit of a dodge tank, and we pull Dameron's X-Wing. A lot of this is just to get out damage quickly, high critical, and to take out the other Anakin starfighter so we can get to bringing in Houndstooth after the fact. So we'll go into that a little bit. Start the battle. So right out the gate here, we have a bit of a lead, so we're going to open up. We're going to just try to do as much damage as we can on Anakin. Had Houndstooth open up on Poe Dameron, which is expected. When you get the TIE fighter, always get the foresight out there as quickly as possible. That's the idea here. And then recover if you can. We lost our Poe Dameron. That's not unusual, but it's unfortunate. So we're going to continue the battle without it. Now here's where the battle turns in your favor really quickly. We have a good shot at Anakin, assuming we don't whiff, and we won't lose that way. We lost our Anakin too, which is unfortunate, but now this gets a lot easier because we have a Houndstooth that's very tough to take out at this point because there's no Anakin to do the work for it. As you can see, this will just be they'll just be beating mercilessly against the Houndstooth here. Shouldn't be too big of a threat. We do have of course, the Ebon Hawk, which does add a little bit to the mix, but couldn't take the taunt off because of the breach, and so there's beating relentlessly against the Houndstooth. And I'm bringing in the back half of my roster to try to turn the tide very quickly. And you'll notice they're really not doing much to the Houndstooth at this point. They'll bring in Ahsoka here somewhere, which may cause an issue, but as of right now, it should be a pretty easy battle to just keep laying out to attrition because they don't have much here, and now I have a free annihilate. So I'm going to go ahead and select the Ebon Hawk, bring it back to my Houndstooth, clear those out, and then keep up the battle. And they will be beating fairly mercilessly against the Houndstooth, but they're not going to be able to get much through it at this point. And I can bring my reinforcements in fairly easily. And just keep beating them senseless. Thermal detonators won't help. It does create the daze, and you can see it took out the TIE fighter, but the battle's pretty much going for us at this point. Very little threat to us. We could do a mass heal. Clear the buffs on Houndstooth again. He's having some really good RNG tonight. I mean, I'll give him that, but he's just really not got much to take me out with at this point. It just doesn't really... I'm not really concerned at this point. The numerical advantage is on my side. And Houndstooth, of course, has the kill. Alright, so there you have it there. That's the team. If you're struggling with the Falcon on offense, try this out. See if it works better for you. It might give you some advantages that you weren't seeing elsewhere. And if you want to switch back to Falcon to go on defense, and you got the retries to do it, you can do that as well. Well, that's the video for tonight. If you have any questions, please ask in line chat and we'll try to address them. But Sando Star Saber signing out.